Wednesday, June 3rd. I'm here to take you guys through your daily workout. Let's go ahead and let's jump right into it. Today we're going to start with a 400-meter run. Go ahead and give me 1 minute out and then 1 minute back. Then you guys are going to give me 25 feet of each of the following movements. You guys have Frankensteins, high knees, butt kickers, lunges with a twist, and then a side shuffle. Frankenstein, you're going to keep your leg locked out, opposite hand's going to touch opposite toe, make contact, and then actively pull that foot back down to the floor. Okay, you're going for a nice little stretch back in those hamstrings. Next, you guys have high knees, so we're going to drive our knees up into the sky, and we're going to jump off the balls of our feet, so we're going to be here. Okay. Next, you guys have butt kickers, so same concept, but we're going to kick in our butt instead. So we're jumping off the balls of those feet. Right? Or we're thinking about getting that midsole. So not necessarily the balls of the feet, but we're going to be somewhere between the midsole of a foot. Right? Next, you guys have lunges with a twist. You're going to take a big step forward. Back knee's going to touch the ground. Front knee stays on top of your ankle. And we're going to twist to one side, twist to the other side, and then come back up to the top, and then switch sides. And then you guys have your lateral shuffle. So what you're going to do in a lateral shuffle is stay low, right? Knees are going to be bent, hips are going to be back, chest is going to be up, and you're going to shuffle laterally, right? Keep your feet closer to wider. Make sure we're not coming up, right? So reach that front foot, and make sure you guys don't get too close together so we're popping up and down. Stay low, okay? After that, you guys have 3 rounds of 8 strict press, 6 bent over rows, and then 4 burpees. If you're working a single object, it's going to be on each side. If you're working a barbell, or if you need to use 2 hands to make the weight a little bit lighter for your warm-up weight, then we're going to go total if you're working 2 hands, okay? Your press. Feet are going to be together, under your hips. Legs are going to lock out. Belly button's going to be pulled back towards your spine, and then elbow is going to start in front of that wrist. Okay, so from here, we're going to squeeze our core, we're going to push straight up, arm locks out, ears come past your biceps to the top, and that weight stays nice and tight to the midline of my body, okay? And you guys have your bent over rows, so we're going to have our feet in a wider stance. We're going to push our hips back, get a little stretch back to those hamstrings, balance our weight on the other side. From here, we're going to keep our elbows nice and tight to our side, and we're going to pull that dumbbell or kettlebell or object to our chest, and then lock back out and level. And then last but not least, you guys have your burpees. With those guys, hands are going to touch the ground, keep your feet wide, chest and quads will touch the floor. We'll jump our feet back up, hips open up at the top. Okay? You guys need to go to step backs. You guys can always step your feet back. And then you guys can also go to step backs with no push-up. Okay? All right, let's go ahead and let's get talking about what we have going on today for part 1. You guys have a tempo strict press. All right, we have 3 sets of 10. Again, if you're working a single object, it's going to be total. If you're working, each side. If you're working a barbell or some kind of object you have to use with both hands at the same time, then it's going to be total. Okay. We're making sure that each shoulder is going to be getting 10 reps of that tempo strict press. Your tempo, you're going to have a 2-second descent, 1 second pause at the top, and then a 2-second descent, 1 second pause at the bottom. 2-second ascent going up, pause at the top, and then 2 seconds descent going down. Okay, so it's going to look like this. Okay, so 2 seconds up, 1 second pause at the top, 2 seconds down, 1 second pause at the bottom. Your form will still stay the same as it did in your strict press for your warm-up. Let's talk about a couple things. We're talking about your core staying tight as you're pressing. So belly button is going to stay back towards your spine. Right? You want to make sure that at the very top, we are not in fact arched. Right? Keep your hips tucked under your shoulders all the way through. Okay, so you guys have 12 minutes to complete 3 sets of 10 on each side. Last but not least, we have part 2 today. We have an EMOM of sorts. So every 3 minutes for 12 minutes, so essentially 4 sets of. You're going to give me a 400-meter run and then 18 push presses. We're using a barbell with lighter weight, or we're using 2 sets of set of dumbbells. You guys are going to be working total. If we are working a single object, we're going to go total as well. So keep that in mind. You're going total regardless. Okay. So your 400-meter run. Give me 1 minute out, 1 minute back. We'll call it 400. We'll call it 400 meters. Okay. For your push press, okay, your movement pattern is very similar to that of your strict press. Okay, we still have an upper body press going on. However, we are going to add a dip and a drive to the front of it. Okay, so feet are still going to be set under your hips. You're going to have that kettlebell up top. On your dip, your knees are going to go out, and then we're going to open our hips up at the top, pressing straight up on that dumbbell or kettlebell or barbell, right? We're going to bring it back down, load the hips back up, and immediately push that object back up and overhead, okay? All right, guys. If you would like to increase the load after your second set, you're welcome if you guys have access to that kind of weight. If not, no big deal. Your rep scheme is high volume, so keep that in mind as well. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment below. I'd love to answer those for you guys. If not, I'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Have a great, wonderful, wonderful Wednesday.